Our series is 7 Financial Blind Spots, and I'm here with Alvin Darien, Jackie Selby, consumer advocate, and we are having a wild discussion, I feel like, because you're giving information that you cannot find on Mr. Google, Dr. Google.
Yeah.
You know, this is information that somebody who understands the terrain can explain.
Yeah.
And so, do you want to dive in after taxes, mortgages, because this can be a little bit tricky.
You know, very important topic. Where are you going to live? What climate? Are you going to move to the South in Florida? Or are you going to move to Texas, no taxes? Or are you going to sell your home? You know, a lot of things to consider. And some people want to hold on to their family home, and I understand that. And some people say, I'm going to leave my home to the family, but the family, they don't want the home, because based on, you know, where they grew up at. And when it comes to your mortgage, it's very important to have the right interest rate, right? I know location is important, but over time, that interest piles up. And we want to make sure that we pay as less interest as possible. Now, when you said, hey, people try to do it themselves, right? You know, would you do your own heart surgery? Would you do your own knee replacement? Would you do your own cataract surgery? Like, hey, everybody, give me a minute. I'm Googling it right now, right? So you cannot Google your way to wealth. But based on this topic right here, I truly believe you need a professional. You need a team of experts. You need someone that's going to align your mortgage with your retirement plan, not just, I'm just buying a house. Now, maybe your first time home buyer, but your mortgage is probably your biggest liability, and your house may be your largest asset.
How do you feel about going into retirement having a mortgage?
Well, some people go back and forth. You know, some individuals will love to have their mortgage paid off, but for some people it will never work because there was not a plan in place. So if you have a very low interest rate, let's say 2 to 3%, does it make sense to pay the mortgage off? But I get it. You don't want that mortgage payment, right? You want to make sure that you have an account that pays your mortgage, maybe a fixed account. And we talked about MUG earlier. So we have to assign our money a job. And so you can say, this is my MUG account. It takes care of my mortgage, utilities, and groceries. You need a place to live, right? Number 2, you got to have Wi-Fi. And number 3, we have to eat. So have an account take care of that, to take the worry out of retirement. Because if my mortgage is being taken care of, then that gives me a peace of mind. And as I get older, if I have more of a peace of mind, I'm going to sleep better.
Sure. Can the mortgage work for you if you've had the house half paid off, or you're almost done paying off the mortgage?
It could. You could refinance it, or you could restructure it, or there's a new term out there that you could negotiate the remaining mortgage to get a lower payment. You can adjust it that way. Most people don't understand that part. And maybe you need a second mortgage or a HELOC loan that could help benefit your financial plan. Because even though you don't use it right away, but it is available, it's accessible, right? You can transfer it to your checking account if needed. So that could be part of the plan.
Right. Even if someone has an ancestral home and it's long paid off, why have that asset just sit there?
Because of education. Most people don't understand what they really have their hands on. There was a church, had 200 acres around it that the church owned. And then they never had a business-minded person to help them with facilitating the assets and make sure they can use it properly. When a wise businessman shared with them, this is what you can do, and it turned that church around.
That's wonderful.
Information to education, from education to implementation.
Right, and there's your action steps right there. Very good. We are talking to Alvin Darien. Our series is called 7 Financial Blind Spots. We covered mortgages. Now procrastination has no future. That's what Alvin says. We'll cover that next.